welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Let's turn on a fan.
There we go. Everyone in the district will be inhaling the cure shortly. Nice work!
Environmental systems engaged. Airborne viral levels dropping. Patients improving. Vorcha retreating. Well done, Shepard. Thank you.
Professor, how can you thank these monsters? They butchered those Batarians in cold blood.
Come on.
I risked my life to save you. Hell, I saved this whole damn district. Now you're judging me?
Don't judge
Shepard's
me!
right. Batarians tortured you, would have killed you. Right to kill them.
Professor, how can you say that? You're a doctor. You believe in helping people.
Lots of ways to help people. Sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous people. Either way helps. Go check on the patients. Lots of work to do. Think about what I said.
Very interesting viewpoint for a doc.
Good kid, bit naive. He'll learn. Letting him take over the clinic. Should be able to handle it now that Vorcha are gone.
I honored my part of the bargain, Professor. Now you need to do the same.
Yes. Unexpected to be working with Cerberus. Many surprises. Just need to finish up here at the clinic. Won't take long. Meet you at your ship. Looking forward to it.
I'm really tempted to kind of stay and try to find those looters. Nah, let's not.
We're heading out. See you on the Normandy.
Sorry. Now, I do seem to recall that there is a rocket launcher weapon I should have had by now. I must have missed it. Oh well.
Welcome to the Normandy, Professor. It's an honor to have you on board.
Yes, very exciting. Cerberus working with aliens. Unexpected. Elusive man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
Solarians specialize in secret agendas. I'd expect you to understand Cerberus looking out for human interests.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists out on the fringes of terminus space.
Not simple abductions. Wouldn't need me for simple.
Entire colonies disappear without a trace. No distress signals are sent out. There are no signs of any kind of attack. There's virtually no evidence that anything unusual happened at all. Except that every man, woman, and child is gone.
That's noticeable.
Gas, maybe? No. Spreads too slow. Airborne virus? No. Slower than gas. Drugged water supply? No. Effects not simultaneous. Intriguing. Fascinating. No distress calls. No signs of resistance. New technology. Marvelously advanced. But what?
This isn't a game. We've lost thousands of people. God only knows what the Collectors are doing to them.
Easy, Commander. Dr. Solus is a problem solver. This is how he thinks things through.
I'm willing to
We
kill
collected
people.
evidence from one of the missing colonies, Professor. We need you to analyze it and see if you can figure this out.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. Going to need a lab.
There's a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solus. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
I love his whole reaction. It's going like, oh, what? Who? What? Huh?
The ship is equipped with an artificial intelligence.
An AI on board. Non-human crew members. Cerberus more desperate than I thought.
The Collectors have taken tens of thousands of colonists. We'll do whatever we have to do to find and stop them.
Yes, of course. Can't risk being captured like colonists. Need to identify, neutralize technology. Need samples. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
Woohoo! We now have a labs. Eh. That's right over here. We're going to do some quick research. Now, how these work is like, for example, I researched this, and this will upgrade all of the assault rifles. That upgrades all the submachine guns. And they use different resources. Well, since I've beaten this game before, I am starting with a fair bit of resources, but eventually, and I can't research those yet, eventually I will need to pick up more. And how you get it is a mini game that apparently many people really didn't like. Now these all upgrade everything. These are prototypes, only affect just one person. Some just shepherds, some other members. Oh, this is the missile launcher. Okay. You just had to research it. That's it. Heavy weapon ammo. Nice. And this normally doesn't awake till later, the advanced training. Basically lets me send some easy or element 0, and I can learn a bonus power unlocked by another person. However, I started being able to pick one because I'd beaten the game before, and that will swap it out. I might do that later, haven't decided. And there we are. Now one thing I kind of like in your codex entry over here.
Still in its experiment, based on existing technology, the ML-77 is a rapid-fire missile launcher using seeking projectiles.
And this
Each
bit
projectile
right here,
features a friend or foe recognition system. Based
is
on
that,
existing technology,
legal
the
duplication of launches is
ML-77 is a
difficult
rapid-fire
due
missile
to
launcher using
fabrication
seeking
rights
projectiles.
management technology. Interesting reference right there to copy protection in video games. Alright, we're actually going to head right back to the bridge, actually, and then go right back to Omega. A couple things I forgot. One, I'm going to buy that Sarah-sized brandy.
Mordin's psych profile warned of hyper behavior, but he is like a hamster on coffee. He's going to be a very productive member of the team. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Alrighty.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I love that. You can ask about it, and then she'll still tell you. Okay, I remember the story about Larrick. The husband of one of Garrus's men. The Garrus thinks it's his fault. Okay. Oh, basically the healing of your facial scars. What this is that the more renegade you are, the more you will be all scarred because of your negative emotions interaction with the implants they had to use, and they'll heal if you're all nice in Paragon. However, you can go ahead and build something with research, and there we are, so that you can make yourself look nice and perfectly healed, even if in fact you are renegade to all heck. Yep, skip through that. There's two things I want to do real quick. Like I'd mentioned, want to get that Sarah-sized brandy, but also we had discovered evidence that the Merc bosses were going to take out Aria after Archangel. She probably wants to know about this. Let me think. It doesn't really matter who I add here. Alright. This is our first time to go up to a rank 4. So you get options. I mainly want to boost the Paragon Renegade 100, so I'm taking Guardian. Recharge time is nice. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to heavily expand the tech armor or not. I like throw and I like warp. Yeah, he's just got incinerate. Alright. boost that weapon damage. And alright. Sorry for those
Judging
delays.
by the quarantine reports, the plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard. Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications.
Excellent. Knew he could do it.
Yeah, usually if you just complete something in an area for someone, if you bring them back in, you get additional information about it.
Come on, let me in.
If I remember, the Saracens brandy is not too far to find. Hard to find. Far to find, yeah.
Don't look at me like that.
Right there. Ooh.
I never know which pair of eyes to look at.
That is a legitimate question.
You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
What do you need? This data pad was on one of the mercs going after Archangel.
No, it was on a
They
table.
were coming for you next. Let
Sitting
me
there
see.
in the open.
Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
Yep. Alright, we will do more with her later.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Alright. Well, I've been doing some rough estimations of the
Aria
time.
has
Some
work
of these-
for you, if you're interested.
I would just... Up. Good
Aria
lord.
has work for you.
Okay,
if you're
Aria.
interested.
You just had to ask when I was here.
What do you need?
Okay.
Thanks.
You do that.
That was most weird.
Aria has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
Oh. Okay, that's what it is.
That depends on what Aria has in mind.
Aria's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers. A Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
What's the Blood Pack's problem with Patriarch?
If you've met Patriarch, you know. He can't keep his damn mouth shut. Some people don't appreciate his stories, especially when he dips into non-fiction.
What's Aria's interest in protecting him?
Patriarch was one of her deadliest enemies back in the old days. Now she keeps what's left of him around as a trophy. As long as he lives, he's a perfect example of what happens when you go up against Aria.
Why come to me? Aria's usual muscle not up for the job?
Because Aria said so. What other reason do you need?
If Aria wants my help, she better tell me why. I'm not doing this for my health.
Fine. Whatever gets you to take the job. If it gets out that Aria's protecting Patriarch, well, that can look like a weakness. And some people might want to exploit that. You're not on her payroll, so you helping Patriarch just seems like a random act of kindness.
And well, we're gonna take care of Patriarch our own special way next time on Adventures of the Wandering Space Jerk.